Alright, this is a marching band exercise. It's a major scale exercise that I adapted for the guitar. It's a nice basic exercise to get your fingers going. Make sure you tune your guitar before practicing scales. I did tune, but I'm just making sure here. Okay. First we're going to play it with the root on the low E string, and we're going to play in B flat. That's E, first fret is F, third fret is G, fifth fret is A, seventh fret is B. I go back one fret or a half step and I get B flat. Now I'm going to play the one of the major scale shapes with my starting on my root, B flat. Okay, that's the basis and all the notes that we're going to use for each time we play the major scale. And then in the next video I'll show you how to chain a bunch of the different keys together, but for now let's just learn it in one scale. Well, we're going to learn it in E flat also off of the A. So let me give you the frets: 6, 8 on the low E, 5, 6, 8 on the A, 5, 7, 8 on the D, and then fret 5 of the G string, which is actually the second note of the scale. We use it to turn around to 9 or a second. Okay? So for these exercises, I'm going to use one finger per fret. So anytime I have to play the 5th fret, I will use finger 1. If I have to play the 6th fret, I'll use finger 2. I'll use finger 3 for the 7th fret, and I'll use finger 4 for the 8th fret. It's a good practice. I'm also going to alternate pick. So I will go down, then up, then down, then up, then down, then up, then down, then up. Just whatever you did last time, you do the opposite. This scale or exercise is in groups of 4 or 2, and we'll play it with a metronome at the end. So the first thing is a cycle. You're going to play notes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to play notes 5, 4, 3, 2. That sounds like this. Again, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You might want to just play that part first and keep cycling that till you're used to it. Then I'm going to go all the way up to the highest note, and I'm going to come back down and cycle 4 notes. I'm going to play 9, 8, 7, 6, and then notes 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's going to sound like this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and that's how we're going to count it. Okay, so you might want to play those two parts first. Get those, and then we're going to chain the whole thing together. We're going to play 2 times the first part. We're going to walk all the way up the scale. We're going to play the second part 3 times. We're going to walk all the way down the scale, back up, and then we'll play the very first part 1 time. It's easier if I just show it to you. You can rewind the video, figure out the whole pattern. Here it is. Okay, that's the whole thing. So you just want to practice that, and then I'm going to show you, we're going to play the same thing in E flat. So what you can do is you can play the B flat one, and then play the E flat, and just keep alternating between those two. So again, if I look at my notes on the A string, A, 2nd fret B, 3rd fret is C, 5th fret is D, 7th fret is E, I go back 1 fret or a half step, I'm at E flat. The pattern is almost identical. The only difference is when we get to the 9th note, the turnaround note, we have to play the 6th fret rather than the 5th because the B string is tuned differently. So if you want to play the same pattern, you have to play 1 fret higher. So here are the frets: 6, 8 on the A string, 5, 6, 8 on the D string, 5, 7, 8 on the G string, and again fret 6 on the B string. Same idea. You have your first pattern. This is exactly the same. Your other pattern, when you go 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, is going to be a little different because again I'm using this finger for the highest note, so it's going like this. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Here's the whole pattern played in E flat. Okay, so again, then you can go back to B flat and just play them back to back consecutively. Okay, here it is with the metronome. You probably should just play it first till you get it all memorized, and then you can play with the metronome and try to increase your speed, but I would just get it at one speed. This isn't too fast. This is 100 beats per minute, but it's again eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Don't make mistakes like I did. All right, that's it.